Hello and welcome to a new episode of Oversimplified Lore, and today we're going to talk about the Horus Heresy. I'm not going to go over how the Primarchs got scattered, which I'll do that in a different video. But let's actually talk about the Heresy itself and how it probably properly started, and how it ended up. It's Cliff Notes edition more than anything else. It's just me being lazy and giving you, several hour-long videos of me gabbling about some bullshit campaign or fight or battle which never happened, or is relevant, or anything. So, it really started off when the Emperor beat the Orcs at Ulanor, now known as Armageddon, and decided to make Horus Warmaster. And part of this promotion, the Primarch Horus subtly renamed his legion from the Lunar Wolves to the Sons of Horus, because, well, that was subtle. And it was during a battle that he got stabbed by the Lair Blade, and rather than dying, he decided not to die and it was using chaos magic to, well, he wasn't the word bearer as well, to make him feel better. Then Erebus, pretending to be Sandianus, decided to cherry pick his argument by showing him a future where the Emperor was worshipped as a god, and so were the Primarchs and the Astartes as demigods. But of course this was a cherry picked argument because Erebus, i.e. pretending to be Sandianus, decided to do that. And of course the Emperor was going on about how he didn't want to be a god, and he was adamant he didn't want to be a god, and now in this future he was being worshipped as a god. So Horus decided that the Emperor was a big fat liar and decided to go against him. When part of this, Lorgar was humiliated in front of the Ultramarines, and the entire legion was forced to bow and kneel to the Emperor in front of Rubot Girlyman, and this kind of pissed him off because, well, Monarchia, as many of the other Word Bearer planets, were incredibly loyal to the Imperial truth, and because the Emperor said he didn't want to be worshipped as a god, destroyed this beautiful city in his name, because that's what you would do, I suppose. And so Lorgar decided that he's going to worship the old gods. And here goes over to Cadia, and he sees these people worshipping him, and he sends Argyle Tau into the Eye of Terror, and he then comes back possessed. Argyle Tau and his men are possessed by demons. It gives him two minds in this one body, constantly fighting, and he doesn't like it. But of course, Lorgar being Lorgar, deciding that he wasn't going to do it for himself, so. But it was also Lorgar being prominent in two of the demon princes, demonic Primarchs, I should say, Thorgrim and Angron. He did Angrom's promotion, apotheosis, because Angron was dying because of the butcher's nails, and Thorgrim because he wanted to be an asshole, I guess. Thorgrim was like, I don't want to be a demon prince, and he, yes, alright, whatever, you're being one, and he becomes this like snake-like thing. And so that's where they really sort of turned to chaos. Of course, Thorgrim, we can always mention that prior to this, Thorgrim decided to cut off Varys Manus' head on Isstvan, and of course it was Isstvan 4 that it really showed his heresy and really showed that Horus had turned his back on the Emperor when he virus bombed, then literally killed everyone, well, tried to kill everyone on the planet. He virus bombed it, so the atmosphere would be incredibly oxygen rich, and then he sort of like fired down a single shot of plasma which ignited the oxygen, and poof, the planet was killed. Few loyal traitor legionnaires were quite managed to protect themselves by going underground. Loken being one of them, as well as the Ancient One of the Emperor's children. I forget his name, and I'm too lazy to Google it at the moment. Yet it would, when this finally caught the ears of other Primarchs that this happened, they obviously started to fight back. The Raven Guard were absolutely butchered on the planet, as were many others, but Raven Guard really took a pasting. This was the cause to them to start the Raptor project for a speedier number increase, or a number replenishment. That's the best. So once they've done that, Magnus, finding out what Horus did, decided to do nothing wrong, and nothing wrong to shit out the Emperor's secret Red Brigade. Well, he nothing wronged, you know, the demons going in there and fucking shit up, you know, because Magnus did nothing wrong. Well, he did all this nothing wrong. And the Emperor was pissed and decided to send their Space Wolves after them, only to arrest them. Yet Horus changed it to execution, thus causing the Thousand Sons to go into the warp. Though it is good to before the Rubric of Ahriman was cast, the Thousand Sons were incredibly loyal, as is Magnus kind of still. He hates the Emperor for what he done, but he also hates Chaos more. And this is something I'm going to touch on in a later video about how a lot of the Chaos Legions now, well, Traitor Legions, I'm not going to say Chaos Legions, Traitor Legions, Black Legion, the Alpha Legion, and the Nighthawks are still not really with Chaos, but they're not really with the Empire either. The Empire? The Imperium. Well, so this progressed, and fully half of the military forces split into the Horuses and the Emperor. It was like Twilight, but good. And it all accumulated onto the Siege of Terra. Sanguinius and Dawn and some Statist Custodes decided to board the Vengeful Spirit when Horus, in, I don't know, Sign of Madness or Bloated Ego, decided to let down his shield. Sanguinius found Horus first, and within a battle he was killed, but he managed to damage, I'm not going to say put a chink in his armour, because that always sounds a bit silly to me, managed to damage his Horus's armour enough for the Emperor to withstand the clean blow. But it took a lot out of the Emperor too. And in the end, the Emperor decided to control delete Horus's ass and delete him from everything. But not really, because he's still in the warp as well. So this is something else which I'm going to go on to a different video as well. And just basically delete his ass. Dawn brought him back off the Vengeful Spirit and put him in the Golden Throne. This has actually caused a gene flaw within the Imperial Fists, and I believe it's more prominent in the Black Templars, called the Blackening, or the Black, where they get really mournful and grieve, as when Dawn was grieving over the Emperor. Anyway, so that was the end of the Horus. That's very short. And the next is the next 10,000 years, obviously it's a 40k universe, and what happens then. But honestly, there is a little bit more that I would like to go into, but I'm only doing Cliff Notes. I'm only going to do a very, very simplified version, so people kind of know what's going on. Anyway, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you all later. Have a great day. Oh, and leave a comment if you want to hear anything new, or what else you would like me to speak about. Have a good one.